Hey, what's going on everybody? Mqzuba here. And today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Abzan Doom Foretold list for standard best of one. I'm a massive fan of Doom Foretold, as you guys might have been able to tell from the Esper Doom list, but that deck is sort of dead now, or inexistent, because Teferi was the main motivation to be in the Esper color combination. And the Orzhov one is doing really well for itself. I see it cropping up here and there in tournaments. But I wanted to take a look at the Abzan list. So what is the motivation to splash green? Well, obviously we have ramp in the form of Paradise Druid. Other cards we can run with to ramp with are Wilflow Haven, which I'm gonna try out. Calyx can fetch it. It's something you can exile under Calyx, but I do think the turn 1 ramp can be super important. And we already have a lot of stuff we can do on 2. Birth gets us a wall. We run Glass Casket as our removal of choice because let's say we hit a Krasis or a Serpent, then we can sacrifice it to the Doom and it doesn't hurt us. Agonizing Remorse, because I don't run the Rat package or like the Rat Fenlurker Prince thing. This deck is not a Yorion deck, it's more of a Doom Foretold slash control list. We have Shovel, which I'm only testing up 2 of. It's sort of awkward to run creatures with sweepers, but we won't always hit our shatters, and if we do, we're definitely gonna, if we shatter with a Shovel on the board, we are gonna get value from it ourselves. So we'll see. We have a bunch of removal here and there, so we'll see how Shovel works out in the deck. 3 Oath of Kaya. It's great with Doom Foretold, protects our Planeswalkers. 3 Treacherous Blessing. Draw cards, sacrifice to Doom Foretold. Shatter the Sky, stay alive. We run this one as opposed to Kaya's Wrath because we splash green so the mana can become atrocious. Obviously the Doom Foretold, we got the Vraska to eat our Treacherous Blessing. It's an alternate win con, draw some cards, we can sack Earth Wolves that we aren't using, food, stuff like that. Calyx to help us find more enchantments. Mostly it's like a way to look for gas. Finds Elspeth Conquers Death, Doom Foretold, both the 3 mana enchantments. Birth of Melides, just 2 of. It's also an okay removal spell, so we'll see. Elspeth Conquers Death, 3 of. We're playing in best of 1. Meta's fairly aggressive, and we're not blinking it with Yorion, but I still think it's worth running. And a couple high-end walkers. So alright guys. Oh yeah, also just some Abzani lands. Alright, we're going to test this list out. I have a feeling we're going to make a couple changes, but yeah. We'll get into the games. Alright. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's go. We got all our colors. We got some early plays. Ramp into Doom Foretold. We are at 600th place, or 639th, playing against another numbers guy. Alright, mono red. Do I get Tapline or do I get Goose? Let's go for the Goose. It color fixes us too. In the case of, if we needed to be. Robber on 2, sure. No blocks. Anything on 3, I'll shock this and tap a white source, white and black. And we'll go for a Shovel. Save the food. This is really good against mono red if they can't remove it. It is a Death Touch blocker. 3 toughness, so it survives a Bone Crusher Giant. If he attacks here, I am not going to block. I suspect a Bone Crusher Giant. Well, in that case, it sort of is a 2-for-1, so sure. And if I do that, he won't be able to use my Treacherous Blessing. Yeah. So Stomp and trade with the Robber. I changed my mind, guys. Sue me. Alright. Now we can get Doom Foretold ticking. Lots of shock lands. Drawing the only 2 Agonizing Remorses in the deck is quite awkward against mono red. So here they have to decide whether they're going to play into Doom Foretold or not. And they do. They play out the Robber. We already used the Goose. Or we got value from the Goose, so sacrificing it isn't a big deal. Lights the stage. Sure, we'll sack the goose, no problem. None of these cards are in his hand. Is it you may exile target creature an opponent controls? Okay, so we definitely want to play the Triumph. Now this deck gets a little bit awkward. I think I casket the, well, it's going to sacrifice to the Doom Foretold anyways. I'd rather save my casket for something else. So yeah, we'll pass. We'll probably end up just cycling a Triumph. Land, Steamkin. I wish we could have kept the Doom Foretold alive, but alas, not drawing any permanents is a little awkward. What do we find? Just the land. Okay. We lose our own Doom Foretold. Alright, well this is kind of jokes. How much better is the Remorse getting? Not much. And Glass Casket, well, is going to be live eventually, so let's go for the Doom Foretold. Agonizing Remorse, yeah. We can take a hit from this Steamkin and put it in a box next turn. But these Agonizing Remorses are looking particularly bad, yeah. So it's good that he, well, for him at least, that he played out the land. If not, well, it doesn't really change anything. He could have bluffed another Remorse out of me. Alright, well, put this in a box. We're drawing a lot of our awkward 2-ofs, a lot of the low curve of the deck, and nothing else, so let's see if we can hit some gas. Land for the opponent. We are at 8, so it's not like top decking we lose, but it's also not amazing for us. Another land, we do run 26, along with the Geese and the Birth of Meletes. Alright. Opponent draws a Scorch Spitter. That represents 3 points of damage next turn. Come on. There's a Doom Foretold. Okay. So we get this going. If I start making it awkward for them to play out cards, like he can start double spelling if I decide to sacrifice my Glass Caskets. Would be a lot better if I had other cards, such as my Oath of Kaias or Treacherous Blessings. He did hit. Yeah, so I don't sacrifice my Doom Foretold here. I'll give him back a Steamkin, and then he'll have to sacrifice it. Alright, Oath of Kaya. Or he won't have to sacrifice it. So I can go face, but I think it's better just to have him discard his card and not use the Agonizing Remorse. And if he kept the land in hand, that's good for us. Oh, Cleave, good. 2/2 Knight. Alright, let's start pressuring him. I'm playing. Alright. Annex isn't great. I don't have an immediate answer, but I mean our deck is full of them. And there's a Calyx, so see, this is the sort of situation where Calyx is really good. I'll start with the -3 to put it under the Oath. Out my land. The castle holds up priority, which makes the game a tad awkward. But yeah. So hopefully next turn Calyx can start plussing and find us some goodies. More action is always nice. Alright, claim to pick at the Calyx. Real funny. Oh, at least we gained some life from the deal. Calyx did do his job, and we still have the token for that real intense pressure. Get in there. Oh yeah, let's go. Drawing just an absurd amount of land. Lice the stage full price. opponent on that Fervent Champion. He can... Nope. No attacks. So... we Oath of Kaya. Better to just not have him have any threats. We will keep this one and blow up this Fervent Champion. Getting that sweet, sweet life. Back up to 18. We are no longer in any sort of danger zone. And hit him for 2 with the Knight. Opponent is on Hope We Flood mode. Both of us have drawn a fair share of lands. Get in there with the Knight. He can block, pump, and trade with the Steamkin, but I don't think he wants to do that. Full price light up the stage. Reveals more land, that feels bad for him. But if he does try to race us, well, and he draws bad, we're looking okay. Alright, we have officially flooded really hard. So much fun is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, well, there's a 12th one there. 13. Alright, so that's like half the land of the deck. Opponent is on 7 and 10. Alright, well, we are definitely going to cycle this. More land, no doubt. What was that, like 3, 4 straight lands in a row? Remorse. Oh yeah, let's exile that cleave. This is brutal. I mean, we're not losing, but we're not winning. Right? The opponent can get back into the game at any moment by drawing Ember Cleave. Yeah, lay up the stage. And the opponent's back in the game with the Torbrand. Yep. That's a lot of damage. We have plenty of Shattered the Skies. We have Elspeth Conquers Death, Garrix, Liliana. We just need to draw non-land. Treacherous Blessing. Oh, there's a Treacherous Blessing, so hopefully this finds us some gas. Right off the top, let's go. Well, there are our Shatter the Skies. Take the point of damage. Opponent will draw a card, but like, come on, what's the alternative here? And I will play out the Goose because this can start making food every turn. And we can start eating the food because we have so much access mana. Alright. So how many Doom Fortolds do we have left? We have... I think we have 2. Yeah, we have 2 Doom Fortolds left. Alright. Nothing out of the opponent. Castle might just be holding priority. If this is a Bone Crusher Giant, yeah, I would have just stomped there. Oh, it's not actually letting me eat the food. Okay. It's a shock. It's smart. Doesn't let me untap. I would have just made more food. More land. What to do? Alright, how much have we actually gone through right now? There's one here, and the second one, or 2, 3. Pardon me. Alright, that's the draw. Sorry, I was just clearing my throat. That is definitely worth the 1 life. Alright. That is one of these 6 mana planeswalkers we just shove in the deck to be able to win the game. Let's go. And now I don't think the opponent has a chance anymore. Whatever creature they play, we can just eat it with the Garruk. If they deal with our wolves, we ultimate the Garruk. And right after that, we just hit more land. But yeah, So we just drew a way to close out the game. The opponent can't pressure us. And yeah, we hit almost top 500. Alright, hand looks pretty good. We got all our colors. We have a nice 2, 3, potentially calyx. Oh boy. I love that slightly glitchy animation. Alright. Turn 1 Fervent Champion. We will... Do I put it in the casket? Yeah, let's play mana efficiently. The mana base is going to hurt us a little bit, but Blessing into Doom Foretold on the play is pretty solid. Yeah. Alright, so we go Blessing on 3. The double Agonizing Remorse showing up against Mono Red once again. Could take a big slap. Alright, well, at least we didn't hit a land. At least they took a land. And it was a shock one. Alright, so we're good on land for a while. Let's get Doom Foretold ticking, so we can start playing with their board. Also, they hit Claim off the light up the stage. Claim doesn't do too much. You can give one of their creatures haste, which actually might end up being pretty relevant. Alright, well, full price light up the stage. Another Claim. He can cast it just to buff the Steamkin's counters. Clocks me for 4, yep, no doubt. Fairly awkward hand by the opponent. Let's get rid of the Blessing. And I think we take a look at what the opponent's working with. Down to 6, so we do have to be careful. Definitely grab the cleave there. Alright. Play out the tap land. A Sago. Yep. Sounds good. Plays the land from there. Now, we can get rid of the casket to make them discard, or to make them sack this from Doom Foretold. I think that's worth it. So we take our draw. Let's get Garruk going. I don't think they can win past the Garruk. Yeah. Let's go. We can't sacrifice the wolves to Doom Foretold, but we can always make a judgment call of what's more important, the Garruk or the Doom Foretold. Yeah, no, I can get rid of that. We'll keep the Garruk. Let's make some more wolves.
We were born for the hunt.
Go to combat. Get in there. Play out the goose. And if we're being really safe, I think I just hold up mana for the food. In case of like burn. I don't think we lose from this spot. I think playing around stuff like that is the best we can do. Oh, in which case I probably should have used Agonizing Remorse, but it's all good. Takes a land. We can go here. And he has 5, so he can Embercleave, which makes me... This goes to 6. Yeah, sure. We'll block like this. If he has the cleave, he has the cleave. Okay. No cleave. The reason I did an Agonizing Remorse was because I was getting quite worried about my life total. Up to 8. Yeah, now we're in the clear. Let's take a look at what the opponent's got. Yeah, that's why. See, Burn Spell. Into Burn Spell, yep. And this is gonna burn me for 1. Attack with the wolf pack. Oh, is that lethal? Did I miss lethal? Miss lethal, guys. Oops. Game unplayable. Missed lethal. If he top decks a skewer, I'm actually gonna laugh. Yeah, okay. Well, we missed lethal, but we had it one turn later. My bad, guys. Alright, facing a 90% player. So this loss, well, if we lose, this can really hurt. But let's go. We're gonna have double white because of the plains and the birth. Opponent shocks in. Wonder what that's about. Opt. Yeah, sure. So on some sort of, is it flash? Is it tempo maybe? Yep. Yep, this is the Riddle form list that did quite well in a recent tournament. Need green. Well, at least Doom Foretold does good work against permanents like this. Despite Doom Foretold looking kind of awkward, we have nothing to sacrifice to it. Yet, at least. So drawing a Oath of Kaya or a Treacherous Blessing on 3 kind of seems like it. So you got Shock Face, okay. And just, alright, cool. I like it. I dig with it. I dig with it. I dig it. How am I saying? Oh, if he's gonna make the board bigger, we can, well, I guess play land pass. I could cycle. Is that good? I think we're gonna need the mana. Our 4, 5, and 6s are quite strong. I don't want to have to get rid of any lands, especially on this turn where we have no particular 3 mana player. Goes for the opt again, turns on prowess and the riddle form. Very excited to be able to eat that with Doom. Infuriate, alright. He's getting up there in damage. Can he find lethal? Finds lethal. Jeez, this thing goes hard. Oh. Good game, I guess. Wild. Alright. We have our colors, a bit of ramp, but the passage is kind of awkward. I think we still keep it. Alright, black. Eidolon. Okay. Well, I don't want to give him a target with the goose for a removal spell right out the gate, so I'm gonna go fetch with the passage. The goose is one of the only targets he will actually have with his auras. Golgari, okay. Was not expecting that. We definitely fetch white here. We're going to need a lot more land with this hand. Okay. Oh, that's good. Let's see what he's working with. See, removal, land. Alright. Can we get him to the point of needing to cast removal on his own creatures? Because that would be hilarious. Let's get down Oath of Kaya. Blow up the Eidolon. It's not putting a lot of pressure on us, but it's making sure we can't play our geese and threatening to draw cards. Shepherd. 4th land right on time. Nice. Let's get rid of the Oath. I'm sure he'll have plenty to discard. Do we just double Doom him? He's getting rid of cards that probably aren't super important anyways. So I think we play out some Geese. Get our mana up to 5, so we're able to cast ECD on whatever he plays. Now we are regardless. Sorry, playing with a hand there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'll eat the food. I think the life is going to be more relevant, hilariously. And do I even care about getting an ECD ticking? I have nothing in the bin. But the Doom can hit more things. So sure, we'll go for it. Poke with the Knight. And I don't see how the opponent comes back into this. We just outvalue his deck. Yep. Doom draws us cards. If ever we find a Planeswalker or something else to get back with ECD, we have it. So yeah, GG. Alright. Against Yorion. Hand is slow, don't get me wrong, but it's Yorion, so I think we can keep... sure, we'll go for this. Maybe you should have gone for the Tomb to have a unshockable green play on 2. Oh, Yorion. Is this Bant? Is this going to be Bant? No chance, right? Come on. Teamer. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, I think this is a fairly conclusive. Let's just play mana efficiently. How relevant do I think the casket can be? So it's either a casket or a shatter. I think we just discard the casket, or it could have been a land. But our opponent plays creatures. Or at least they ramp with creatures. Alright. Opponent plays creatures, just this type. So right now, casket would have been better. Okay. Let's grab black. Go for Calyx. I don't plan on this actually, but I don't plan on this blessing sticking. Also, it becomes the target of a spell or ability. Yeah, so we can't exactly target it with Calyx, at least I don't think. Terror the Peaks, baby. I really want Calyx to find us a Doom Foretold. Okay. Sort of a distraction thing right now. Let's let Calyx Plus, see what you find. ECD. Alright, well that's a spare ECD. I can shatter, but I mean I have no ECD targets now. I think we can shatter. We have cards to spare. This is going to be one of the most interesting War of Attritions we're going to have played in a while. Let's go. Reef, yep. Because everything he does gets him value, and most of the things I do also get me value. Razor, yeah, ramp, ramp, ramp. The question now is, does he even bother to try to remove the Calyx? 4 cards in grave. Aether Gust? Yeah, sure. I'll take that back. Yeah, it's mana intensive, but it's super awkward for you to deal with. Doom? Nothing? That's okay. Calyx missing all the time? That's cool, I do be used to it. What you got? If he's just poking at my Calyx with his Reef, it's a great thing. He's missing one card to escape Uro. And when he does, we just slam it with an ECD. Alright, well, that's that. See, now if he escapes his Uro, he has to exile the other one. So will he do it? No, he buys the Yorian. Okay. That's fine.
You dare defy the gods?
Let's see if we can hit. Nothing, no doubt.
I am blessed by Nyx.
I don't think we want to go for a second Treacherous Blessing, at least not just yet. Let's get these Taplons out of the way. Do I Shatter here? We only have, I mean, if I Shatter, it makes his Yorian worse. Sure. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to cast that. I kind of just let go. It's okay. We shattered that board. If Yorian blinks the Elemental, it gets more value. Let's take a look at Calyx's ultimate. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So right now nothing, but we can start. If these add up, it can turn into a draw a lot of cards. Alright, so but we did end up filling his graveyard past the second Uro. So that's a thing. Will he blink his own Uro to draw more cards? He will. Alright. That's okay. I'm not upset about that. Alright. We will plus here again. Doom. Alright, we find the Doom Foretold.
Show me my path.
So let's go for it. And do I play Second Blessing? Opponent says good game. I mean, it's kind of risky, but we're going to be able to at least get one off the field. Let's not shock in anymore. And we do find a second Doom Foretold. Goes for a Ugin. Okay. Yeah, Ugin preys on decks like this.
Destiny draws me
I mean,
elsewhere.
we're not looking horrible. Like, we're not looking amazing, but we're by no means looking god awful. Okay, let's go. I actually meant to just play out the blessing, but I figure do be slipping a lot today. Yeah. They've officially restocked the board. How many Ugins do you have? Just checking cards in the deck. Terror. Yep. Nice. That dies to the Doom. Oh, so he is playing into it. Okay. Well, quote unquote playing into it. Damage equal to its power. Guy has 0 power. Shovel. Okay, so Shovel can be interesting. I don't think we can let this Terra stick around. Get this down. Don't want to play with too many things. I want to be able to save some resources in hand in case of another Ugin, so we'll leave the Goose there. Exactly my point. How many Ugins does he run? Alright.
Reality is unwritten.
Let's cycle this, see what we draw. More land, no doubt. Go for the other ECD. Guy says good game. Alright, well. Okay, what do we have left? Liliana, ECD, Vraska, Calyx. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking fantastic, but it's okay. Opponent exiling all of our goodies also isn't my favorite experience ever. He will see a lot of cards though. Yep, there's the Uro. Exiles his other Uro at long last. And the one matchup I'm wishing I had for Elspeth Conquers Death. The other ones I was very happy to have 3, if not even less at that point. Druid, sure. Omnath, okay. Hits the goose. Yeah, that's fine. Let's gain some life. Cracks. Yeah, this will give him a draw. So opponent will be 2 cards up. That is not the draw I was looking for. We shatter the board. Play tap land, say go. Well, at least we're getting back a nice little 1/3 goose. Alright, Bone Crusher Giant, sure. Does he just play it out? He does, no doubt. And we are officially in top deck mode. Alright. Give me that. Oath down the Bone Crusher Giant. Play out the land, pass the turn. Okay. Okay, alright. Cycle Triumph. Second Oath, I think we hold that. No attacks. What you got? Ghostface with the Bone Crusher. Okay. Let's eat some food. Gain some life. Do some more of that. Eat some more food. Gain some more life. Calyx. Alright, Calyx is a card. And it does do things. So we exile here. And we just sort of hope he doesn't draw his 3rd Bone Crusher Giant. Or his ultimatum, because the second he hits his ultimatum, we probably just lose. Alright. Well. Let's try to stay alive through a Terror the Peaks fest. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Card. Garrick, how I need you right now. Alright. Poke at you with the goose. Play a goose. Let's go. Let me guess. Ugin or Ultimatum? Cav of Thorns. Fair. Fair guess. Uh-huh. Oh. How many arrows? 1 engrave. Opponent's been through 2 Ugins already, so it feels bad. Okay, that's a not land card. Uh-huh. Let's go. Gain that life. ECD. Alright, you find it. Doom, doom. Alright, let's go.
Look skyward and receive the gifts of the gods.
What's left in this grave? Nothing useful. No chance you actually run counter magic in this pile, right? Alright. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Okay, so now he has the option to exile it and put something on top of his library. He doesn't actually have to do it. He's thinking about it. I mean, you can grab the Reef. Reef just then draws you into Uro, and you just cast the Uro, get more cards. I don't see why not. I mean, it costs more mana, but opponent is doing more than okay on mana. Oh, he grabs the Gust. Okay. Wants to what, reset my Calyx? Oh, is that just a target Gust decline kind of thing? Okay. Alright, non-land card. Have you found your ultimatum? Which I'm hoping, if you do find, will not hurt me. Let's make some food. What am I going to sacrifice? One of the geese. Vraska. Okay, that's good. Vraska is a excellent draw. Ooh, plus here. Booth is fine.
The patterned future appears before me.
And now we try to cheese him out by pushing for Vraska Ultimate and tagging him with a goose. Alright, what are the odds that this is a... he has another Ugin. I think if he has the Ugin, we just lose regardless, so we go as in as we can. That's this card, yep. If he slams another Ugin right now, I'm gonna be so over it. Okay, he doesn't. That's good. That's very good. We draw more cards. He might be trying to deck me though. Uh-huh. Do you bring Uro back? If you don't, I'm going to Agonizing Remorse it. Heartlessly. How much mana are you at? Didn't mean to put that stop. And a druid, okay. What happened to my Doom Foretold? Might have eaten it with my Vraskins and some food. That doesn't make much sense. I'm honestly not sure. No, 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 no. Don't want to do that. I want to make some food. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, give me that big boy goose. More food to eat with the Vraska. Wait, but do I want to even do that right now? Yes, I do. I will keep this oath, but this one will trigger. plus the Calyx. Nothing, gotta be careful, 14 cards in library. Sack a permanent. Let's go for this. Garrick's a card. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. 1, 2. Alright, well, down to 13 cards. Let's exile the Oro for good measure. And I don't see any reason at all to play the Garrick. And oh my god, we actually managed to come back from that. I am in complete and utter shock. Do not concede early. Ever. Alright everyone, we are back. So I really did enjoy the Abzan Doom list, but honestly I'm just super biased towards Doom Foretold decks as a whole. At the end of the day, I don't think I'd splash green for any of these cards. I do think that the black-white Yorion list is better. It has more staying power in grindier games, despite me actually winning a couple. But yeah, I don't think splashing green for Goose, Shovel, Calyx, or Vraska, or Garrick at the upper end really was the main difference. I found Calyx whiffing a lot, and I found his -3 super awkward with the permanents that we had. Like, you can use his -3 as a removal spell on an Oath of Kaya, but like, you do also want to sacrifice Oath of Kaya to Doom Foretold, and then they just get the thing back, and it's a super awkward back and forth. Shovel would have been really good if instead of marking the opponent's creatures on their upkeep, it marked it when entering the battlefield, and then on every upkeep. I feel like that would have made the card a lot more playable, because it's just super slow. It's still good against mono red and aggro matchups, but against anything else, Shovel's just awkward. I would cut it. I would try out. Well, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't really play the Doom list with green, but if you want to run it, I try out Mazemind Tomes or Willful Havens. Willful Havens are good for ramping you. They get you past the whole Calyx thing. Like, you can stick your permanents on it, and it's easier to remove. Depending on what you're facing, I'd go with the last copy of ECD. Maybe you can switch your sweeper to Ritual of Soot or Extinction Event, but you always want a sweeper at least. Honestly, Vraska performed really well. I think Vraska and the Goose are a little combo, so you might want to add more of that. Definitely bump these up to 4 each. You always want more fodder, or definitely for the Oath. I'm still not sure about the Blessing. But yeah, there's a lot of changes I'd make to the deck. Mana base, maybe add a castle or 2. White and black. I found myself late game always wishing I had something more to do with my mana. So yeah, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Deck list will be in the description down below, as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.